Hello and welcome to this week's Energy News Update. The Carbon Reduction Energy Efficiency Scheme began on the 1st of April this year. To talk us through some of the issues, we're joined today by Jason Thackray, Inenco's Head of Carbon. Jason, CRC is taking the UK by storm at the moment as the latest piece of legislation. Can you talk us through the latest updates?
Certainly. There's two specific updates which were announced in November of last year. The first one, important one, being the announcement of significant group undertakings, which has meant where originally there was about 5,000 organisations captured by CRC, that's now probably looking in the region of about 8,500. Okay. So that's the first important update. The second important update was the quashing of the double payment. Yep. April 2011, when the first payments have got to be made, will now be a single payment as opposed to a double payment. Okay. Obviously that's having a bit of an impact, and in terms of an impact, what we're advising clients is they need to start thinking about putting their strategy together, and that evolves around considering what they're doing in relation to cost, dealing with the regulation itself and the reputational issues that the league table may pose those organisations captured. Oh, okay, so in terms of CRC, what should organisations be doing for their compliance requirements? Well, the window for registration opened on the 1st of April of this year, and that closes in September. There's an important date in there as well, which is June of this year, which if you are looking to disaggregate as a business, an SGU as part of the business, which would be captured in its own right, that must be done by June of this year. In terms of other compliance issues, you've got to look at nominating the registration officers within the organisation and making sure that you've got your compliance packs and qualification and evidence packs up to date for submission. All right, okay. So what should or could organisations be doing to improve their performance? Well, the league table's having the most significant impact on in relation to performance. So you've got to start thinking about what projects you've got, what projects you may have already implemented, and looking at putting some sort of capex and budget together for rolling out those across the short, medium and long term. Short being projects that you need to consider within the next 12 months. Medium, the introductory phase, which is the first 3 years, and then long-term projects which are requiring significant capital, looking out as far as 5-year projects. Okay, so what should organisations be considering in terms of carbon allowances? Well, the first 3 years, the introductory phase, everybody will pay a fixed price for carbon at £12 per tonne. Therefore, they should be considering understanding what their budget requirements are, being able to predict, because you're buying based on forecasted emissions. So being able to calculate what your energy footprint is across the portfolio and converting that into what your carbon liability is in terms of the amount of carbon and the check that you've got to write to the EA in April 2011 is a significant part of that. That's if you buy through the government sale. And there is a secondary market for carbon as well, which the price may fluctuate, but there are some buffers on that price of carbon. So really it's about planning, understanding what your liabilities are, and making sure that any financial accounting requirements are covered and the whole business and stakeholders are made aware of what the risks and opportunities are.
That's great. Thanks, Jason. That's actually all we have time for today. We'll keep you informed of any updates that may affect your organisation. But for now, thank you and goodbye.